Hello, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special trailer park that's coming up in the midweek. All about San Diego Comic Con. We're not going to cover all the trailers because that's just mad, and some of them involve like King Arthur and King Kong. So we're just going to do the comic book movies for now, and it's still quite a substantial list. I'm joined again by Kenny and Chris,
Hello.
Hi.
the resident comic book nerds. Or at least one of them is anyway. And the first trailer we're going to look at is the character that hasn't been around since the 70s, Wonder Woman.
What woman?
Nice to be darkened.
Yeah, as played by, oh god, I can't remember her name.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah,
Gal Gadot.
I thought it was Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Gal, is he sure?
Well,
French.
I could have sworn it was Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot sounds
Well-
like a supervillain.
well, it's well, I know it's spelled like that because it's Gal Gadot.
Mm.
I always
So-
pronounce it the French way.
Yeah, I thought she
Also
was.
because it looks vaguely Belgian.
I thought she was Israeli.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I was right then.
Big on that.
Gal Gadot then.
Do you want to start or shall I?
Yeah, what is
I
your
wanna
thoughts?
start.
What's your
I
thoughts
wanna
on this?
start.
You start.
Go on then.
Alright. All I could think of for like 90% of that trailer was Captain Amazon.
Yeah. It's the Shield. They're doing
Yeah.
it. It's like there are two things I kept on thinking during that was this is a mixture of Captain America and Thor, because it's the person that's foreign from humanity going how what is your mysterious human ways, but also flying around with a shield decking people in the face. So
Yeah, but that's also very much Captain America going, from his
yeah,
out of his time,
yeah.
going, what's these strange ways you live in? But yeah, I think they could have put a lot less emphasis on the shield, especially since, the thing most people know about her that doesn't know the character very well are those scenes we see from the old shows where she stops bullets with her bracers.
Yeah, the two
So
things.
she doesn't need a shield.
Yeah, the two things that most people would always remember from her is the gauntlets because they block bullets,
Yeah.
and the whip or the truth lasso
Lasso.
thing, which
Lasso
is
correct,
basically
yeah.
bondage because that's where her character development came from.
Yeah. So the two things people know about her, Lasso of Truth and the
Gauntlets.
bracers,
Yeah,
the gauntlets of whatever.
yeah,
And we saw a quick flash of the lasso. Other than that, she ran around with a sword or an axe and a shield.
yeah, yeah.
That's
She,
new comics.
yeah, she
Yeah.
went round very much in the Greek soldier look, which is yeah, it's Greek, isn't it? Yeah, with the whole Greek 300.
she's
This is the whole
part of-
Sparta 300 thing.
Yeah. But the thing is, she's part of the Greek mythology thing, but she's also Amazonian.
Yeah, it's a mixture
Oh.
of mythologies.
They are, in the comics I remember, they are removed from humanity. They're grown up in this paradise thing. So it makes no sense that she would use human war tactics, even from way back in the days.
Is she immortal? Because this is World War II, and she's around like contemporary times with Batman. So
I don't know.
Yeah, she's
I mean, she was made, so
the daughter of a goddess, daughter of a god.
yeah, because that's the first thing that came through my mind because it's good because I can see this going through a whole Thor thing of going I am godlike so I don't age.
She is quite literally Hercules' sister. Looked like they were trying a bit hard to replicate Marvel. Go with the whole Captain America thing. Especially when they toss it into World War II as well.
Yeah,
It's like, that Captain America movie, the first one, that went fairly well. Let's do that one, but gender swapped.
yeah. I hope they do more than I hope they do more than that because
Yeah.
the character's got some quite interesting things. And the character's been used quite well a couple of times because I remember one time in the comic books where she was using the lasso of truth on like the Joker or I think it was the Joker, and it didn't work because he is like the advent of Yeah, the advent of chaos. I remember like Manhunter Martian thing. Man Martian thing did the whole psychic link thing, and I just went, no, he's too insane. He's just too insane. I can't read his mind. Why? He is batshit mad.
Yeah. I don't think the movie will be like the trailer portrayed it as, but it feels like they made the trailer to catch all the Marvel fans.
Yeah, it's a sort of thing because there's, especially with this type of character, there has to be some sort of push for sort of bringing in the general audience, and I think this is one that's very much doing that, because things like Batman or Superman, people already know who they are. Even like my dad knows who they are, and he's like in his 50s, so it's like get to the point of just everyone knows who Batman is, everyone knows who Superman is. With Wonder Woman, it's not as well known, so I think this is much more of a general trailer to bring everyone in rather than just people who know DC. Because, like I said at the beginning, this is a character that hasn't been around, that hasn't been on like TV or in like audio-visual media, to sound really pretentious, since the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So,
is it my turn?
Go on then.
You can cut in whenever you want.
Okay, you done?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I cannot wait. Oh, I'm wishing so hard that this is a good movie, because we all know that lady hero movies don't do so well. And she's the original. Hey, you're the one that was vying for it to be good, alright? I was the one that said Ghostbusters was going to be shit.
No, I'm just saying, lady hero movies lately haven't gone so well.
I was thinking more Catwoman, Elektra, Supergirl.
Supergirl is decent.
Yeah.
The movie.
There was a movie.
Exactly.
Okay, I missed that one and all.
I'm hoping so much. I was talking to Josh, our movie reviewer, and I was like, I am hoping so hard. My fingers are crossed so hard that this movie is going to be awesome. And you guys cannot be misogynist with this because she's the original. I'm not talking about no Kara Jor-El. She predates Kara Jor-El. This lady was around when Superman and Batman came into... I think she was around before Batman, I think. Came into existence. That whole World War II thing, yeah, she was there. That's when her comic came out. That's why she's in World War II. In the 70s TV show, even though it was cheesy as hell, she's part of the military.
Mm-hmm.
She was a military lady.
Yeah.
In World War II. So there you go. I was just hoping this is going to be good. I don't think anybody could be angry about this. It's not like it's a new IP. Come on. It's not like
it doesn't seem like they really are, because on the trailer, which is on the proper Warner Brothers site, it's got 179,000 likes and only 5,000 dislikes.
Yep.
So it's sort of thing where it's...
I'm going to call it now, whoever dislikes Wonder Woman are probably from the current generation. Wonder Woman has been around for years. It's not something that's new. There's a reason why she's part of the Holy Trinity of DC. Part of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are the main three when you think of DC. Well, when you think of DC in the 90s, they are the main three that you think about. She's been around for years. She punched Hitler in the face before Captain America did. Take that.
Right, so are we gonna see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it certainly seems interesting enough. And DC is doing the decent thing of spacing their stuff out. Because even though they had like a dozen trailers out, most of them were, oh look, here's something we cobbled together because we know you want to see something of it. Because this comes out like early next year, or did it just say 2017 and just being really vague? I can't remember.
Oh, I forgot to review the trailer. Trailer nicely paced. There was a joke at the end. That just made me go, yeah. Wow. It's not. There is no hint of feministic stuff in there, quote unquote.
That's where I thought they were gonna go.
Yeah, there's no hint of that in there. That's the only thing that I was like, oh, this is gonna start a war. But no, they didn't go anywhere in that. Action scenes, nicely paced. Liked it. Gal Gadot. I know back in Batman vs Superman, there was a huge thing about how Gal Gadot does not look like Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you look at her, she doesn't look like Wonder Woman. Completely forgetting that Wonder Woman back in the 50s was this little petite thing.
Wait.
Yeah, but like you said, it's based on the new Wonder Woman.
Yeah, the butch Frank Miller horror thing.
Yeah,
That's like 8 foot tall.
Well, you're never going to get an actor or an actress to look like any of the comic book superheroes, simply because it's a different person. The comic book characters look very differently. This is part of the reason why you have to have like particular prosthetics or something to make them more particular facial things, like the Cumberbatch
but
and
it's
the
not
beard.
the facial thing that people reacted to.
It was a body type.
It's the when they cast a Superman, they cast a Superman with muscles and a six-pack. When they cast a Batman, they cast Ben Affleck because he's big and butch. And then they cast a woman that, when they cast her, frankly had spaghetti arms.
And she worked really hard.
Yeah,
she worked really hard to get
did work out really hard, but she did not.
And it's showing.
But she did still not get that, Wonder Woman butch for Batman vs Superman.
No, but she's got it
now.
now.
Yeah, you can tell now by this trailer that she's gotten a lot more. But this was the level that she should have been in Batman vs Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what people complained about, that there was no way that she could bulk up that much before they started shooting.
Well, she's bulked up now.
Yeah.
I still think Lucy Lawless would have been a perfect Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Perfect Wonder Woman.
Mm.
The whole time that we did not have Wonder Woman, we did actually have Wonder Woman. It's just that she was called Xena.
Yeah.
She was another Amazonian warrior that was not really the daughter of Zeus, but rather kind of the second cousin of Hercules or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still an Amazonian warrior.
Yeah, the auxiliary family members, because they're the only ones that no one has claim over.
And she had a sword, she had a shield, and when in the trailer I was looking at the lasso, the way that the lasso hangs on her hip, and I was like, Xena?
Yeah, that's the way it always looks.
She had the star on I really wanted that ring. It's like a metal ring that she throws and it boomerangs round.
I forgot the name of it now.
It comes back round and it pings off the side of the
Okay, we'll go to the rescue.
Go watch Xena.
Next trailer?
Next trailer.
Yeah, so we're going to move on to the next trailer, which is going to be jumping ship over to Marvel with their latest Doctor Strange. And we have talked about a Doctor Strange trailer in the past. Not sure if that was one of the episodes that got released. I think it probably was. Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit of a comparison between the two trailers, because this one's quite different. Much more visual effects-y, and lots more plotty-y. So, to Doctor Strange, and on to Marvel. And we're back from watching that trailer. I can tell that you two have something to say, so I'll let you off the leash for a little bit. What have you got to say about the trailer?
I feel so much better now. I feel when we first watched the first one, I was a little bit like getting the feeling that I was not going to go watch this. It was the Thor and Captain America, where I just literally rolled my eyes at the Thor movies and went, oh, I'm not going to watch this. The beginning, yep, did make me think, I'm not going to watch this. When it started with all the effects, I'm like, quoting Jeremy Jones, it'll be a good time if I'm drunk. I want to go see this movie when I'm hammered.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the, well, to pretty much to try and define it, it's a very psychedelia, that very sort of psychedelia trippy sort of thing, especially considering I just got a code for We Happy Few, so I'm going to be visually tripping my balls probably for the next week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the whole thing of, yeah, it looks fucking sweet.
It looks so. I'm sitting there going, what? There's somebody let their effects person off the leash.
Yeah, it's.
I got this feeling from, the Sunpaku dream sequences in Bleach, when he goes into his own mind and battles his inner sort of thing. It felt a lot like that, especially when they ran across the sides of buildings and stuff, and everything, reality shifted.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be a very interesting aspect to see what they actually do with it, and sort of the aspect around the nature of reality, and how sort of the liquidity of reality when the magic of sort of the Marvel universe gets involved, because it really is kind of just bent and broken at points. I mean, the actual nature of reality around the sort of the Marvel magic-based characters is just lost entirely. So
I do see where they got a lot of the criticism from, because a lot of people have described this trailer as Inception 2.
Yeah, I can see it.
yeah,
They did go. I think all of those clips were from the same scene, though, and it's not going to be the whole movie.
Yeah.
But they did do a lot with the twisting building things in this trailer.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, though, when I saw the I lost my train of thought now. Oh, when they said in the trailer, we have to warn you, stronger men have come into this, and they haven't been right since.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What are you talking? Oh.
Yeah. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stronger men than you have lost their way. Then introduces the bad guy, sort of dissolving dissolving reality. It was like, okay, that's cool. That's a bad guy. That's a bad guy. It's just like, yeah, screw reality.
It just
like,
reminds me of the ending of a Noah Antoine Spoonie review, and he goes into this tunnel, and it's like reality is breaking down, and it's like he's tripping balls. He's like, whoa, this feels awesome. Am I still doing the review?
Yeah, it's one of the ultimate spin-offs. Yeah, that feelings are tough.
I could just imagine. Sorry, I could just imagine Benedict Cumberbatch just sitting there watching reality break down, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
Well, I got the feeling that the bad guy, not knowing any other name for him at this point, I'm just gonna call him Death because that's what he called himself. I got a bit of a feeling that he's basically the Joker if you give the Joker
magic,
the ultimate power, basically.
God.
So, total anarchy, total madman, just want to watch the world burn, and he can do it with the flick of his fingers.
Yeah, I kind of hope that character that the bad guy in this he ends up as a sort of low-key bad guy, someone who sticks around, someone who just isn't a bad guy for a movie, dies or gets locked up or something, and then that's it. Because it's a character that, well, he can pose some quite big threat, especially with it's like the Joker being the avatar of chaos, and this guy pretty much is summing up the idea of being an avatar for chaos when he can screw with reality.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of hope that he sticks around, although I can kind of see the big resolve thing at the end going, I am stronger than you and I am good, and killing him, and the whole...
I hope they go more like they did with Loki. Keep him around.
Yeah.
Wasn't it awesome when he twisted his cape around? It was really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool too.
I was sitting there going, this looks actually pretty well. He twisted his cape around. That looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see them in the... it sort of reminds me of one of the advertising lines that got put around with, I think it was Chamber of Secrets with the Harry Potter one. It was that or Prisoner of Azkaban when an advertising line started to go around as like, there isn't a frame that doesn't have some sort of special effects. And I think this is probably going to be like that as well. Is that there isn't going to be a single bit of this movie that doesn't have some sort of digital effects to it. Some slightly subtle. Other bits is when reality is folding in on itself, which is slightly more complex.
But to be fair, most Hollywood movies today is done with at least one green screen somewhere in the camera view at all times.
Yeah,
so there's all films that has been made in the past decade has special effects in every single frame.
Yeah, there's been a big reliance on special effects in recent years. This is part of the reason why part of the advertising you can sort of see the twist when part of the advertising for Star Wars Episode 7 is going, we're actually using practical effects.
Yeah.
We're not using CG.
But the thing is, CG has become so good right now that they are using it as it was intended from the beginning, to enhance rather than to replace.
Yeah.
So a lot of the special effects that are used in, as you say, subtle ways, is used to enhance what's already there.
Mm.
It's like, it's just going to be 2 hours of looking into a kaleidoscope, basically.
Yeah, I think it's that in itself is going to be quite cool, because there isn't really anything that has really touched on that sort of visual style for some time.
Yeah.
And it is always amazing when something like that comes out, where there's like loads of slew of things. It's like the thing I was saying at the beginning, where we have I'm going to be playing a bit of We Happy Few at the same time as when we're recording this, so it's going to be the sort of thing of 60s psychedelia style is certainly around, because it seems to be fucking everywhere around me at this point. So it really is interesting to see that visual styles really do crop up out of nowhere at times. This is certainly going to be a fun one, because this comes out next year. Actually, when does this come out? Because it may have
November the 4th.
Oh yeah, it actually comes out this November.
Yes.
Considering the amount of advertising that some of the DC ones, like Suicide Squad, have had over the last couple of months, this one is one that sort of crept up. Marvel is actually nice with their advertising. And I think with that, we're going to shift styles, interesting enough, to something very different. Back to DC, but something very different with Lego Batman. I know we've talked about this once before, and everyone thought it was great, but it said basically nothing. It was basically just saying, we've done Lego Batman, yay! And then that was it. It was basically just Will Arnett just going full Adam West, which was great.
All right, let's project.
And we're back from watching that one. We've how did you like this one? Especially in comparison to the other trailer that we watched.
It has a very Adult Swim feel over it, and a lot of funny jokes.
Yeah, it's going full parody at this point, which is pretty good because Batman as a character has always been very serious, especially recently with Batfleck and Killing Joke, and everyone's taking Batman extremely seriously, and now we have Will Arnett and Michael Cera just taking the piss, and it's fucking great.
They're going right back to George Clooney Batman.
Yeah, right.
For some reason, I don't know why, when that is seen with Robin, you don't actually know which Robin it is, by the way. He, apart from obviously the one that's Red Robin, he's going through his suits, tried it on, take off the trousers. But see, for some reason, I thought Jacksepticeye.
Why?
Okay.
No, it was like, it just reminds me of Jacksepticeye.
I don't.
How?
I think I was too busy.
No.
I think I was too busy concentrating on the fact that when he took off the pants, the leg came with them. So when he threw them, it was a pair of legs attached to the pants.
Yeah, that was. It's little touches like that is actually pretty good because it's whole leg. I love this style of Lego animation because it's slightly further than sort of the old Lego Media games where it's just like the bricks as taken literally, but it gives it a lot more fluidity to it in a way.
It looks like Lego.
Yeah.
Say that they've really replicated the look down to the textures and everything, the way the light falls on them, the way they move, and all of that. It's just the faces that are animated, basically. The rest, they could have done it in stop motion with Lego, basically.
I don't even know what to say about this trailer. You're there talking about, ooh, get it? It's the song's referring to Robin and Batman. I'm like, no, look at Batman's suit. It's black and yellow. How could you not get that?
The song started literally when they both were running away from the camera and all you saw was Batman's black back and Robin's yellow cape. Black and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it must be like a specially made theme song for it or something, because that's almost a perfect fit. So
I'm sorry, all I could think of when that song came up was the Pittsburgh Steelers, because that's their song. That's
the Bumblebees.
That's the Bumblebees team in American football. Sorry.
Might be because that's what the song is written for.
I'm gonna go see this.
I'm definitely gonna see it.
Yeah.
Yep. Niece or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, you're a big kid. He's a big kid. We'll go see it. He wants to go see the Lego Batman.
Best password ever, though.
Batman.
I love it. Yeah.
I have to say, not as many jokes as I thought. Not as many as last time.
Well, this is very much an introduction to Robin as well, because there's been a lot of concern over. Well, there was a lot of concern over Michael Cera actually being Robin, because Michael Cera is like Juno and Scott Pilgrim, other things like that. Is quite the very particular type of. He's got very much typecast. Now he's Robin, and everyone's going, "Where's that?" And then he comes up as.
I'm sorry, Michael Cera. Love you, but you kind of look like you wandered into the set of some movie one day, and they put you on set thinking you were an actor, and you just never bothered to correct them, and now you're so deep in Hollywood that you can't bother to tell the truth anymore.
Yeah, hello meme. Yeah, I've seen that one. You can tell they're having fun. You can
Yeah.
tell they're having fun. It really does come across in the performance where you just go like, yeah, they're just going for it, and it's fucking amazing. It's good. I like it. It's time to not take Batman so seriously, and this is probably the best This is probably the best antidote to Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
It's the dark and grismal. It is now
They
just
can
going.
call him out on it too. He's like, "Stop! You've been so stop it. I'm going back to bed. It's the morning. Open the
I think that's pretty much all we can really say on it. More than anything else, is going. It looks funny. The trailer itself was funny. It's got interesting actors. We have a lot more faith in the actors now, rather than the instant reaction people can have. That's pretty much all we can really say. Because it's a comedy film, you can't really say anything until it actually comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think with that we'll move on. Remaining with Batman, but moving on to Pat Fleck. Tish. To not a trailer, but cobbled together footage, because they have a little disclaimer thing at the beginning saying, you wanted something with this, it's not coming out for a year, here's just some stuff that we've shot, put together so it looks like a trailer, even though it's not technically a trailer, it's just whatever we have at the editing booth at the time. So, yeah, but it's the Justice League, the one that everyone's looking for, the one that everyone is now looking forward to, even though the response everyone was having to it after Batman v Superman was, oh shit. So, yeah, let's have a look at that one.
This is the one I've been looking forward to.
Yeah. And we're back from watching that one. I can tell, Chris, you got something to say, because you've been looking forward to this one. What do you think?
I think it looks very close to perfect. They went away from the dark and gritty Batman and took back some of the humor in this one as well. Barry Allen is, in the series, he's still very geeky and stuff like that. But I feel like this is more like the comic book Barry Allen, with the sort of humor he has, He's quick in every possible way, so he's also quick thinking, things like that. And also, finally we get a proper cyborg.
Yeah. Although part of me, I can see the CG and look at him going, the CG doesn't seem that finished at this point. I'd very much like the design, because it's very much like the sort of flat edge design that they have for the new Deus Ex games.
Yeah.
Which is very sort of flat paneling, but all in sort of interconnected segments. And I really like that, but it didn't seem finished.
No, I think this is a very early stage of production thing.
Yeah, because it doesn't come out for like another like a year and a half, probably, actually, I think. Something along those lines.
I think it's for Christmas next year or something.
Yeah, November. So it comes out in 18 months? No, what? Yeah, August, September, October, November. Yeah, in 15 months. So I've still got well over a year.
Yeah, and we know from experience you shouldn't judge early looks by the looks.
Yeah, I think that was part of the point of why they put the disclaimer thing at the beginning, because I think they went forward going, we need to show something off around the Justice League, because A, we're filming it, and B, it's a big fucking deal for us, and we have to show it we have to show something at San Diego Comic-Con, because it's fucking San Diego Comic-Con, and it's going to come out weeks after next year's one, so there's not going to be enough time to advertise it, so we have to show something.
Also, something I feel I need to point out, since we talked about it earlier, Wonder Woman used her bracers, whatever they're called, the
Yeah,
gauntlet things.
yeah. Is well in the brief images that in the brief few shots that they had, because I think this one was very much more setting up Aquaman, who looks fucking sweet. He looks like a fucking badass. He looks like a drunk sailor, which is great.
Which is what he is. He is a drunk
Yeah, he's a
sailor.
drunk sailor. It becomes literally Captain Hook in the 1990s, which was fun. Barry Allen is Barry Allen the same? Well, is the one in the Flash TV series also Barry Allen?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So this is very much saying yes, this is the same Flash from the TV series, but different.
No, this is very different from.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just the same iteration, but the TV series took a lot of liberties in order to give
Yeah.
people more of, you know,
Yeah.
what's it called? Not hangovers, what's it called? Cliffhangers.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the one thing that DC said is that, well, because Marvel started doing the whole Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. connected universe thing with the TV series, the thing that DC started saying was, no, the TV stuff, not connected entirely. That's completely separate. Which
Yeah.
was which was kind of good, but it also means they don't have to spend a lot of time setting up Barry Allen. They can just go, it's Barry Allen, aka The Flash. You know him. He's on TV. Moving on, and they can just go on to doing like Aquaman or Cyborg, because Cyborg's not a well-known one.
But we did see pre-Cyborg and post-Cyborg, so
Yeah. Although
we know we're gonna follow him a bit.
doesn't Cyborg have a hologram thing, so he can walk around as a normal human after the augmentations?
In some iterations, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because it might just be that. He might just be starting off as Cyborg, and then they find him, and then he goes, oh yeah, by the way, chunk. Yeah, the sort of the whole Wolverine reveal in the X-Men stuff, where he goes, oh yeah, by the way, ching.
Yeah.
It's like pre-done. Yeah.
I thank God for that disclaimer because I don't like it. And I can give it a little bit of leeway with the disclaimer saying, well, this is not the finished project, don't expect a lot from this, because I'm not expecting a lot from it.
Well, what didn't you like about it?
Barry Allen to me is just wrong.
I think that might be because you're so invested in the TV show.
No, not even that. It's just kind of wrong. I don't like the fact that he's that young.
It's about the same age as in the TV show.
It looks like he's a teenager. The other guy is in his mid-20s.
The actor is in his mid-20s. He was supposed to be 19 when the TV show started.
21.
21.
Yeah, and this version of Barry Allen looks about early 20s-ish. 20, 21, 22.
Yeah.
It's
Are you sure?
roughly
He
that.
looks about 16, 17.
He looks like he just moved out of his parents' house.
He looks like he's in high school.
No, he doesn't. I think you might have to have the glasses on next time you see the trailer.
Anyway, yeah, he just looks so young to me.
Yeah.
Barry Allen, when he joined the Justice League, was about 22, 23.
That's about how he looks here.
Yeah. He's got a baby face. I'll give him that. He's got very much a baby face, but he certainly acts like a very sarcastic 21-year-old. He sort of very much acts like it, but he's got a bit of a baby face, so he looks like 18.
His humor is not. I don't know where you got that quick wit thing from, because I didn't see it.
Well, he's always supposed to be the sarcastic one, by the sound by.
He is supposed to
from
be the
what I've
sarcastic
seen.
one. He's supposed to. Basically, what Cisco Ramon is. That's what he's supposed to be. So. I didn't like his suit. Then again, that's another thing of the.
It looked very, very reminiscent of the TV series one. So there's the sort of segment padded sort of suit thing where you have like this shoulder chunk and arm chunk and leg chunk. It's like bits sewn together
Yeah.
Sort of looked like the TV series one from what I've seen.
You've already touched on the cyborg thing. I was gonna point it out, but
Yeah,
like you said, it's probably just a placeholder for now.
That's the CG design. It's going from the basics. It looks kind of cool, but you can tell it's only like 2 layers of like what is going to end up being like 20.
Yeah.
So it looks far from finished.
Very pre-CG.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's the only gripes that I've got with it. I didn't like Barry Allen's suit. I didn't like. I just think Barry Allen looks too young. My favorite character is not in it.
Who is that?
The Green Lantern.
Oh.
My analogy for this trailer would be RoboCop's suit.
Wait
Because
until
that was a very early example of don't judge by early footage.
Yep.
Because as soon as RoboCop's suit from the remake came out, pictures of it, people immediately started hating the entire film, despite that photo being the first thing released from the production. And it turned out that they CG'd the hell out of it, and it looked badass when it finally came out.
Yeah. Aquaman looks bad as hell.
Aquaman looks like a
That's
badass.
lie. He looks bad as hell.
Yeah, with the amount of piss taking people have done about Aquaman looks like a badass.
They proved to you, Aquaman looks like shit.
Yeah,
His power is shit. Like, beef him up, make him angry as shit.
Yeah.
Batfleck still took the piss out of him.
You can talk your fish.
I heard you're the guy that
Can you
talk
swim?
the fish.
Yeah, can you swim?
Yeah, it's it's the very, very fun thing of I think Aquaman has taken all of the petty piss takes people have said over the years and just got drunk and said, fuck you fuckers. And then just became a hench asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's like that. He's just a complete like 90s asshole.
Like, he can just look at somebody and say, can you breathe underwater? Because I can.
Yeah, I just hope he acts like a dick during this. It would be brilliant to see. It's like, yeah, fuck you, a lot of you. Just to act like a dick. That would be great. Yeah, I have a lot of high hopes for this. I like the angle that they're going with it. I really like the angle they're going with it. It's very early on, but I like the way they're going at it. It's kind of fun, but very action-packed.
Yeah.
And Batman's just the straight man in all this, not like the guy who makes puns. Like the whole thing with Barry Allen is like, I'm here and I have a very, very special set of skills and all that sort of stuff. It was like, no, I'm in. Don't have to do that. I'm in. It's like, oh, okay. Just have Batman be the straight man that everyone takes the piss out of. That is great.
I do like the exchange between him and Wonder Woman, where he's like, he said more or less, yes, more or less, more or less, more or less.
Yeah, more or more or less.
More or less. He said more or less. He said no, didn't he? Yes.
He said no. Yeah. It's I quite like that they did that with Batman, because it's sort of the whole thing with Lego Batman. It's time to tone down the seriousness of Batman. He's got a little too serious over the years.
Turn him down. I hope they do exactly the same thing for Spider-Man as well.
Yeah. I thought I actually went looking, and there was apparently a talk on Spider-Man: Homecoming there. No trailer though. Oh. So yeah, it's very blank on the Spider-Man front at the moment. But moving on to Marvel, onto our last trailer, which is like a couple of shots and an entire fight scene that's like a minute long, for the Netflix series Luke Cage, which should be fun. For some reason, I thought Kenny would look forward to this one.
Why? Because I'm black?
I had no idea. Oh,
that came out way too easily.
It's like it's because I is black. Yeah.
Because you've been talking non-stop about Luke Cage for the past 6 months.
Well,
That
look,
too.
the
Yeah.
thing is, the thing is,
I
You
just
watch-
want Iron Fist to be in it. Iron Fist be in it, I'll be happy.
well,
watch
that is actually going to come up
a
in
joke
our
show
Just
just
to
for
see
Luke
Luke Cage.
Cage.
But he was so delicious, though.
yeah,
So
but
delicious.
but the whole thing of Luke Cage and Iron Fist teaming up is going to come up in our lightning round that we're going to do at the end, where we just blaze through some of the other TV stuff that was like 10 seconds long. Yeah, and so we're going to move on to the last proper trailer before the lightning round. Luke Cage,
Yay.
the Netflix series, so kind of for thing.
Come on, Luke, you make me feel better.
And we're back from watching that. It's a very short trailer. Was it like a minute 30? But it is for a Netflix series. It's not for a full proper movie. With new episodes coming out on September 30th, only on Netflix. Sounds like an ad, but that wasn't. Only if it were. That means we'd be getting paid. Yeah, so what do people think of it?
I like it. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Uh,
Can't wait.
Luke Cage is a fucking badass. He's fucking bad.
The
He's
thing
like,
that would have made it even more awesome is if they there was like a little snippet of his crown, you know, that weird ass crown that he used to wear back in the 70s in the background somewhere. I'd be like, yes. Yes.
Only remark I have is, again with the hip hop.
It's in Harlem.
yeah, it goes with the
Makes
territory.
more sense here, but than in a western. But still,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's sort of like Kenny's instant response where he went, Kenny will like this. Oh, it's because I is black.
yeah.
So it's like this is advertising that has gone, to use a phrase, quintessentially black.
Well, to be honest,
Yeah, but
Luke
that-
Cage is a character that was created to be, well, basically a blaxploitation.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
He's his big history is as a blaxploitation character, same as Blade in a way. Actually, it's sort of as this sort of
But at least Blade got techno.
yeah. Although that was the early 2000s, so that might explain that more.
No,
Where it's sort
that's
of-
all through the early 2000s. There were hip hop everywhere.
Hmm.
That's what made Blade stand out.
Yeah, well, it was the era of the Matrix. That's part of the reason I'm saying, because Matrix was like 99. So,
But
it's
yeah,
about the same time.
I am looking forward to Luke Cage. I am looking forward even more to him being paired up with Iron Fist, and even more to there being a Heroes for Hire
Yeah,
series.
yeah. To basically, because there's not really that much else we can really talk about with this at the moment, because it was just going, oh, look, Luke Cage, he be badass, and that's basically it. The big thing that I was alluding to earlier for you, Kenny, was that there is a series called The Defenders, which is the team up of Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil,
The Punisher.
Punisher, and Iron Fist.
Yep.
It's basically The Defenders is Netflix's Avengers.
Yep.
So
Probably going to be a lot better too.
yeah, and it's probably I think they were saying, because they had the official announcement. That's one of the big lightning round ones that we're going to be doing, and I think it comes out next year. I know it's the next one they're doing after Luke Cage. No, after Iron Fist, and Iron Fist is going up next year. So might be this time. Might be this time next year. You will have your Netflix Avengers.
Can't wait.
Yeah, Netflix usually are quite sharpish on their filming schedule. As soon as they finished Daredevil season 1, they went straight on to Jessica Jones. Then went straight on to season 2. Then straight on to Luke Cage. They're already straight on to doing Iron Fist, and then they're probably going to go straight on to doing the season 1 of the Defenders.
Yeah, Jessica Jones, we won't get another season, I think, until, from what I read, until Iron Fist is done.
Yeah, the Jessica Jones ones is basically you get a first season for everyone out first, then probably a season of the Defenders, or they're going to do the Defenders and start doing the season 2s.
Yeah.
Although more than likely Daredevil is probably not going to have a third season for a while. That, or Daredevil may suddenly get a bunch more money, and they may have a second team. And
Well,
they might just go off and do their own thing.
they've already established as much as they possibly can, I think, in the Daredevil series. Like Daredevil, I'm guessing the Defenders is going to be about taking on the Hand and Elektra and the Black Key and all that stuff, because it was already hinted in the first season that that's going to happen.
What was up with that car door, though? Why did he need it?
Yeah, that was a little bit weird. I think it was just to show off that he's strong.
Yeah, but he blasted through the wall without any protection, so...
Yeah.
Even no fingerprints, I think, maybe.
Except on everything that he left behind, like the car door wrapped around one of his victims.
Yeah, I think the only reason why they had the whole car door thing was to cement the he be badass whole thing of, oh look, he can just tear apart a car, then beat people with them.
I'd like to think that he just really hated the owner of the car.
Yeah, it probably belonged to those guys that were...
probably owned to one of the gang from one of the bangers, and then just... It's like, I will use your car, then beat you with your own car.
By the way, now that they've introduced Punisher, does that mean that Blade is gonna follow?
There is talk.
Cool.
There is talk, and the most interesting thing is that there is this sort of dual talk of them doing another movie, but there is also talk of them doing the Netflix series. So at the moment, it's kind of in the air, but everyone is kind of open to the idea.
Yeah, so I want to see more of the Blade, not just the movie Blade. Because the movie Blade is quite different from...
the Wesley, because there was the Wesley Snipes Blade movies, then there was the TV series. The other guy, I can't remember what it was. It did quite bad in the ratings from what I've heard.
TV series was a bit closer to the origins from Spider-Man. So I'm guessing you're gonna see it.
I am going to watch the hell out of that.
Yeah, I think this is very much a trailer that was because Luke Cage is not one of the well-known characters. I think this is very much a trailer to go like, oh look, it's going, hello, this is Luke Cage. He is a fucking badass. And that was basically the only thing the trailer needs to do, of just going, hello, you've probably never seen this character before, but he is fucking amazing. So
that's what Marvel does so well, actually. They take all the characters that you never even heard of, and they make their programs out of it. Like, they made the big ones, the big four. You know, you've got your Thor, your Iron Man, your Captain America, your Hulk. But then they hitch on the smaller ones. So, the ones that you don't actually know. That's why I think they should make a Wonder Man. Make a Wonder Man. I know no, that's DC. I know Captain Marvel is coming out.
Yeah, anyway, I think we're going to leave that one there. There's not really that much more we can really say on the Luke Cage stuff, but new episodes come out on September 30th, so not that far off. Only a couple of weeks away. As a unconventional finisher, we're going to have a lightning round of trailers, of little brief, I don't know, teasers or whatever, and stuff of other comic book stuff that came out that was too short to really talk about generally, or only say one thing, and there's like 4 of them. So we're going to disappear off, watch all 4 of them, and then come back. Because we're not going to be here for much longer. There's basically one thing we can say for all of them, so yeah, let's just tie this off. First thing that we saw was the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4 trailer that basically says, look, Ghost Rider.
How?
I was surprised as well. I thought they were going very much for the Inhumans angle, and then Ghost Rider. It's like, what the fuck?
Is he going to be the villain?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think they would introduce him like that if he was gonna be the villain.
That's exactly how you'd introduce the villain.
Actually, yeah, that was kind of how they introduced the second season with Hydra.
Okay.
Yeah, although I have to kind of admit that I am kind of interested now that they have Ghost Rider, but the biggest problem is that the UK syndication is crap.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main reason why I stopped watching. I watched season 1, watched season 2, missed a couple of episodes of season 3, and went, well, shit, I'm out of the loop now because I can't watch them anymore.
The pieces just don't fit.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really, why Ghost Rider?
Yeah, he'd be more fitted in Defenders. Like, I wouldn't bat an eyelid if he was part of the Defenders, but
yeah, if he was part
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, if it was part of the Netflix stuff, it's like I would expect to see Ghost Rider on Netflix. I don't expect to see him on ABC.
But no one wants to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's all random, unknown people. They brought in Hydra because that's a name people recognize at least. So they need to do something, and there are so many in the Marvel universe that were part of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
So
this is part of the
they
reason.
just picked one at random, and it happened to be Ghost Rider this time.
Yeah, this is part of the reason why I'm quite surprised because the Inhumans movie is basically cancelled now, and all the Inhuman stuff is now only with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because everything else has been dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought they were just going to go with Inhumans from now on.
Yeah, keep going for
And
the
they're just
the
gonna be-
Novacorn stuff.
They
Yeah.
might do that.
Yeah.
They haven't said, no, we're not going to do that. The only thing they've said is, we're having Ghost Rider.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The one doesn't exclude the other.
Yeah.
And as we know, Marvel like to pack in a lot of names in a very small space.
But speaking of Netflix, Iron Fist. Yeah. So one quick question: what is the whole magic thing about? Is there any connection with the whole Iron Fist stuff with Doctor Strange?
No.
Oh, okay. Because
It's purely martial arts.
oh, okay.
Purely martial arts.
It's just the whole Neo I know Kung Fu then.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Except that they were able to get the thing with and it's well established in Daredevil as well, is that they get these people from their kids and they train them up in all types of martial arts. Like they did it with Elektra, they did it with Daredevil, and now they've done it with Danny Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah, so they get these people from their kids, and they're part of something called the Chaste, and they're supposed to make a team to fight the Hand, which is the big baddies, the big martial arts baddies in right. They are part of like some weird ass cult thing that have to do with like ninjas and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And basically Stick, the old blind man, he finds these kids and trains them up.
Yeah, he teaches them Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this should be quite interesting. More Kung Fu-iness coming to Netflix.
The only thing is that I think, yeah, pretty much it's the same thing. Loved it. They got everything. They basically explained his whole backstory in less than 30 seconds. In more than 30 seconds. Less than 40. Less than 35. 33.
Are you done counting?
Yeah.
I was just gonna add, without saying a single word, it was all in images.
Yep. No
Yeah.
dialogue.
Yeah, I was quite impressed they managed to do that. There's only one line. That's basically saying this is the character's name.
Hello,
Yeah.
Danny.
Hello, Danny. Yeah, and remaining with Netflix and Iron Fist, there is the Marvels The Defenders.
And it tells you every person in the Defenders
Yeah.
without showing a single person.
Although one interesting thing that they have in the description box is that it's that they name Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. They don't mention Punisher. Although, because of Daredevil, that might just be like, yeah, you get him as well because he's in he's in Daredevil series. So
You swore you saw his insignia.
Fairly certain it was there. I have to rewatch it later, but I'm fairly certain I saw the skull.
And in the end, you hear stick. You think you can do this? You don't know shit. I'm very excited.
The last one was a bit longer. Well, quite long, actually.
yeah, it was probably the last bit of Suicide Squad thing we'll do, and the only reason why I thought it'd be something to do is because it shows off the soundtrack. Because the soundtrack seems bloody amazing.
Yeah.
I really like the soundtrack for this one. It's a mixture because it had a big mixture of styles. Because for this one they had the official theme song, which is the first one, which is the kind of mellow, sounded like Creed. Then you have the second one, which is very hip hoppy. No, the second one was very sort of techno-y sort of thing, and then the third one was very hip hoppy. Purple Lamborghini. Yeah.
Can I just say that in that trailer, the city felt alive?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you look at the past Batman stuff, the city feels kind of dead.
Feels more like a small town now.
Yeah. In Suicide Squad, the city feels alive, and all the characters are alive, and it's just, I don't know, maybe it's because of all the color.
So interesting that the last trailer for Suicide Squad is also the trailer for the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got to the very strange predicament where it's this is our favorite trailer. It's the one that advertises the soundtrack. And with that, we'll draw the San Diego Comic-Con special to an end. At last. It was very much a long one, but that's because we did 5 trailers plus 4 bonus. So
It only took us almost 3 hours of recording.
Yeah, it's
At last.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have San Diego Comic-Con happen or big events happen. It becomes a giant clusterfuck of making stuff.
Yes.
Many bonus hours. So if you enjoyed this, there's going to be more coming up, and you can catch more Trailer Park episodes every Sunday. Should be going up about 6 o'clock. I try to keep it to that schedule. I usually miss it, but it always goes up on a Sunday. Every Sunday there's a new episode of Trailer Park. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss an episode. You can follow us on the Facebook and the Twitter at @TheTorchEG on both. I am William Morris. Goodbye from me. Goodbye. Goodbye from Kenny and Chris.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we will see you next time with more trailers.